Hey GH peeps, what's happening? It's your girl, Tawari Babes, coming at you with a late night review for Hump Day. It's Hump Day, guys. April 3rd, Wednesday, 2024. How you guys day today? I hope you had a good day today. I had a pretty good day today. A long day, but it was a pretty good day. Can't complain. How was GHing for y'all? I'm going to keep it real with you guys. This is probably the first time I actually wanted to fast forward half the show. I can't lie. I was like, this hurts my eyes to watch. Chase and Dante, Jason Brooklyn, I don't care. Cody and Sasha, but this girl that left her deception job so she can go work in a damn stable. This is not love on the after. This is, yeah. I did get some highlights though. First highlight, Dom, when he hinted about walking around with his gown open. Wow. Yeah, I want to see that. Maxie calls Nina desperate. Okay, so that is the only scene that I could have pressed repeat because I just loved it. Normally, that would have been Britt. If we would have had Britt, that would have been Britt. Britt would have been telling Nina about herself and all this desperation and groveling that she's doing. But we don't have Britt, right? So Maxie did it. And it's about time somebody says something to her about it. Now, is Nina going to listen? Probably not. But it was fun to hear and good to know. And Maxie and somebody needed to say something. And Finn and Elizabeth, y'all, when they're talking about, I'm so glad I got it right. Yeah, me too. I'm like, you got it so freaking wrong. Y'all two are seriously the most creepiest. Y'all creepier than Sam and Dante and they cousins, brothers, and cousins. Just creep. That whole entire scene when she was washing her hands and the thing and he was all over her. Creep. The sound like the clay or whatever they was touching. Creep. Creep. Creep, 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 creep. And then when she was talking to him and he's got his legs crossed and he just got this look. Why you got the crackhead lips, man? Duck lips, crackhead lips, they are the same, man. Look like you've been look like you've been, no, not that, guys. But you know the glass pipes. Like you've been on the glass pipe too long, Finn. You back on that glass pipe? I know Curtis was on the glass pipe. The Finn got his lips open like he ready for the glass pipe. I was like, man, when you close your damn lips, I couldn't even focus on the story because I was too busy looking at him doing this. Like, what? I would imagine doing this would make, does he think that's making his face smaller and more narrow? Like, stop, dude. Stop. It's weird. It's weird. You and Elizabeth are weird, but that's even more weird. I got some more highlights, but I'm just going to talk about them in the show today. Please leave your highlights in the comment section. You guys' highlights be having me rolling. 99.999% of the time, I'm agreeing with half of them. And like I said, y'all be having me rolling. Please leave them in the comment section. I appreciate them so much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's talk about it, guys, because I ain't going to lie. I'm probably going to be pumping this up a lot more than it was because... yeah. Snooze fest. Oh, first snooze fest story. Chase and Brooklyn. These two gave me a headache today. I ain't gonna front. I almost didn't even do a video because I was like, what are we gonna talk about? So here we are. We're at General Hospital. And Chase is visiting Dante and they're going for a walk. And apparently Dom is the man. And all the nurses are talking. And he's like, well, because my gown, I left it open on my walk earlier. And I was like, oh, yes. Come on. Falconary. That's what I'm talking about. I'm loving my Dom is back. I'm loving he's getting his humor back. And he can walk in front of me with his gown open anytime. SpongeBob. Moving along, because y'all gonna be like, Tori's a pervert. Brooklyn does tell Dante that Chase was jumping up and down like a girl when he heard he was okay. Yeah! My best friend's okay! Yeah! Ugh. I'm sorry, guys. I can't stand Sergeant Doofus. Chase asks Dante to be his groomsman, and Dante tells Brooklyn he wants third in the dance. Not after some rando cuz or some weirdo uncle. I was like, yeah, Dom's back. Dominique is back. Yes, and I want it. Love it. I love me some Dante. They talk about Gregory, and this is such a weird conversation. They're having this whole entire grade conversation in front of Dante. Like Dante gives a damn about what they talking about. He just laying there like, I have nothing to do with this. Why are these people here still? Visitation hours are over. But anyway, where's I at? They talk. So Brooklyn and Chase talk about Gregory and him not letting them in, and Brooklyn tells him, "Well, your dad is a grown-ass man, and he just wants to be your dad, not your pickup person, not a victim, not somebody that he has to lean on you. He still wants his privacy. It's the one thing holding on, that he's holding on to." And I'm thinking throughout this whole entire couple of weeks, Brooklyn has kind of been the sounding board for Chase, because his little brain just be going, it's like flying a little butterfly, just everywhere. Brooklyn's like, get down, no, don't embarrass the Quartermain name now. Let me speak for you, honey. I'm just saying, Brooklyn has been the level head for Bobblehead Chase this whole entire time. Yes, I called him Bobblehead. Where we at? So that's when Sam walks in, and Brooklyn and Chase, of course, head out. And Sam is basically is calling the school and checking in to see if they have noted that Danny is skipping class. And it brings me back to a recollection of her talking probably to Dante or somebody about her, maybe it was Jason, about how many times she used to skip class, drop out, all kinds of stuff to hang out. Well, I don't think about dropping out. Probably did drop out. I'm not sure. I have to look back again. I think she did drop out. But that's not important. All the skipping and drinking she was doing with her buddies during high school. And I was like, I guess Danny doesn't fall too far from the tree. And you worried about Jason, girl? You need to be worried about little Sam and Danny. I just really, I feel Sam and her angst with all this. No, I don't feel her, but they're trying to keep Jason away from his son. That is wrong. But I feel her anxiety, but I don't like the fact that she's not looking at herself. She was a fucking hot mess. Everybody knows when Sam McCall came in there, she was a fucking hot mess. And I'm like, girl, really? You really just gonna ignore all of your history and focus on Jason's history? Because if you would have met Jason when he was a good boy, he wouldn't have been interested in, well, he probably would have. No, probably not. He was with Keisha then, who knows? But you wouldn't have been interested in him either. Girl, you need to stop. She gets on my nerves with that. And I'm just waiting for her to do her apology tour, because she got a big one coming up. But anyway, and I still believe she's going to be on it, guys. I know I said it, and I was like, she's going to be apologizing to Jason. She is. She's going to eventually end up apologizing, and I can't wait. Where was I at? Dante does tell her that she may be going too hard on him, and I'm so glad Dante's there, because he's going to be able to balance out Sam's ups and downs. Ugh. Sam tells Dante she just doesn't trust Danny or Jason. And I just never felt so betrayed in my life. I'm like, never? This is your first time feeling serious betrayal? Okay. I can mention some other things, but we're gonna move along right now. We ain't got time. Cause Jason asked him to keep a secret. And you know what, like I said, I feel her upsetness. But this whole entire betrayal and all this other over extreme crap is crap. It is crap. It's crap. You need to wind it down some. You're overreaction. She's overreactionary. Dante's, I think this has all just been a lot to her. But you do not tell a man that, girl, I told y'all what I would, if you physically hurt something to my child, then we would have this discussion. And we probably wouldn't have a discussion because you being, 6 feet under. But this ain't no reason to cut this man out his baby life. Come on, he dangerous. And you just love danger. Weren't you just helping Chase and not Chase, helping Cody and Sasha? Dangerous. You could have got caught up in that and lost custody of your kids, Sam. Dangerous. When you helped Cody sneak in and sneak out and then helped them get the car and then helped them with the phone. Dangerous. All that stuff was, guess what? Illegal. You were abetting fugitives. Sam McCall, you could have went to jail for that. But no. You're so nervous about Jason and his danger. Oh, girl. Go puff something. Go lift something. Go stick something. Gosh. She's starting to piss me off. I love Sam, but she's pissing me off with this. But anyway, she talks about how different Jason is, or maybe she is, and I'm like, no, you're just being extra as usual. As usual, Sam. Extra. That's when Christina comes in showing her fake baby bump, and I'm like, okay, this is another person who needs to get on the boat. Her and the fake baby bump. And that's when Aunt Stella walks in talking about, guess what? Discharge papers. And I'm like, I'm not shocked. This happens in real life, guys. Real life. They will kick you out the hospital so quick. Christina talks about checking in on Sonny because he's been so stressed out and taking it so personal with everything that's been going on. And I know you just suffered from all these bullet holes, but I need you to put yourself aside and check on Daddy. That's what I heard, guys. I'm sorry. That's probably not all she said, but that's all I heard. Oh, and the fact that she wants Dante to focus on his dad and not on him getting better and healing. They discuss Ava's presence. She's been there for a while. And I'm just like, wait a second. Y'all just questioning this? All the audience has been questioning this for the longest. We're the only one to seem to remember this woman's history and her history with this family, and we all scratching our head like, what the hell is going on? I mean, we want to trust Ava, but something ain't right. And now, y'all finally questioning it? Late. They already locked lips and everything. Why did I make that sucking sound? Lord, be help me. Dante like, yeah, Sonny ain't gonna care about my opinion when it comes to Ava. Correcto. Correctione. That is so correct, Dante. You know your daddy better than anybody else does, obviously. Well, better than Christina. He tells Sam that him and Chris thinks it's, so when Sam comes in, she's like, well, what's going on with my sister? And he tells her that they were talking about the whole entire Ava situation and how they think it's weird that Ava's still there. And I'm like, yeah, like I said, y'all just thinking this. We've been thinking this. And Sam just is so worried about Danny, and she blames Jason for putting Danny in danger. And I'm like, what the fuck? I literally wrote, what the fuck? Sam, the boy walked in on his father sitting there. What was he supposed to do? Run, Danny, run. Run, Danny. He was bleeding out. Okay, you're here. Get me some Band-Aids so I don't die. As soon as that was happening, go get Jason and stay yourself out of it. But no, he put him in danger. Oh my God, Sam. Oh my God. Lord, I don't know how much I'm going to deal with Sam in this BS. But anyway, I see this is how they're going to write her. And then she tried to blame him for Dante. And he see, you see, if it hadn't been for him, you wouldn't. Dante's like, whoa, stop it right there. He saved my life. It was Sonny who got me in this bed. Jason saved my life. What? Stop. And she stopped. Well, I don't care. And then he asked her, well, maybe, there could be some compromising. No, I am going to do my best to protect Danny, even though half the time you couldn't even protect yourself. Good luck, Sam. Good luck. Good luck, Sam. All she gonna do, I'm gonna tell you right now, when this kind of thing happens, guys, the only thing that ends up happening is you end up pushing your son or your daughter away from you. When it became between me and my kid's father, I never badmouthed him. I didn't have to, first of all. Nothing to talk about, right? I'm going to let my kids find out what type of individual their daddy is. So they don't look at me and be like, well, you poisoned me and my daddy's the greatest. Because 9 times out of 10, the absent parent is always the greatest. So why spend your time and you'll waste your time hating on them? That's not your job to make them a better or bad or whatever kind of parent. Your job is to focus on what type of parent you're being. So my suggestion would be to Sam, instead of worrying about how Jason's going to be a father to his son, you need to be worried about how you are going to be a mother to your son, because that's not your place. I never ever got in between my kid's father, I have one father, I have one baby daddy. I never got between them and their father. And no, me and him didn't always get along, but that had nothing to do with us. That had everything to do with them. And Sam's putting herself into this. And I'm starting to wonder, is she mad? Is she feeling kind of left out about something because she don't know what's going on? Because Jason's not telling her everything like he used to, and maybe that's what's really going on? Yes, I went there. I sure did. We're going to move over to GH Hospital, and I'm going to bring it down, Sam. And we got Gregory and Tracy. Okay, guys, this is another one that we did not need. I wanted to just fast forward it because this man's dying, and what is all this build up for? He ain't gonna stay. We ain't gonna save him. So why are we building this up thing with Tracy? Can we end this now, writers? My peeps, we're gonna comment. End this now. This is a no starter, and we don't need it. This is not Love in the Afternoon. This is sad. So Gregory and Tracy catch up. And Gregory's there for his appointment with Dr. Kramer, and Tracy's there for her annual wellness, when she feels like she's being forced in. I'm starting to look at her like, you are so privileged. When perhaps people can't even afford to get that. I mean, most now people get them for free, but not everywhere. Get your girl. You better get that when you get everything checked. Anyway, I agree with Aunt Stella. That was privilege. I got to. Yes, and you should. It's not because we want to. It's for your health. You get your wellness checks, gives the doctor a better chance of catching or catching something that, normally wouldn't be caught. So Gregory asks, Gregory leads off to his appointment, and of course Elizabeth is the one who checks him in. And he's like, okay, I know you're a nurse here, but I also know that you got other clients. I would appreciate if you, sir, took care of them people that need you. You ain't got to check me in. We got too much connection. I don't want you all in my business. I don't want you all in my business, and I don't want you telling my son my business. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, he obviously does not know how the hospital works. And maybe they need Aunt Stella to come and talk to Gregory about and be his patient advocacy, because they can't talk. Even if Elizabeth knew every single thing that was going on with Gregory, she couldn't tell Finn or Chase without Gregory's firm permission. Because if Greg wanted to be a dick, he could be like, she broke HIPAA and she's fired. So ain't nobody talking to nobody. Well, I mean, there are people that be talking, but they can get in trouble for that. If y'all hear somebody spreading people's business on the medical charts, they can get fired for that. Real talk. Hospitals and clinics do not play. And people can sue. It's happened. Moving along. Greg asks his doc, can he still do his son's wedding in a month? And Doc, he feels uncomfortable answering that question. He's like, I really don't want to give you no answer like that. He says, but I just need to know, can I walk him down the aisle, or can I still do the wedding ceremony? He's like, yeah, you got a good month. I'm like, damn. And this is why, once again, why did we have to hear this story? This story could have been just told to us by Chase or Finn or Brooklyn or Elizabeth or Tracy. We didn't need to hear. I don't care about none of this. I don't care about none of this. I don't care about Gregory. Nice guy, good actor, but I mean, I'm not emotionally connected to this man. But then once again, Gregory asks his doctor not to talk or discuss anything with Finn. Once again, they can't unless you sign that they can. HIPAA. And I'm like, Gregory, you smart. You don't know this? You know everything else. He then meets back with Tracy, and Tracy tells Gregory that Alexis wouldn't have made the guest line because she don't know Chase in Brooklyn if it hadn't been for him. And I'm like, well, there's Tracy being Tracy. Then she tells Gregory that he's charming and good combo and challenges her mind, and he's so handsome. And he calls her a vixen and smiles and heads off to his appointment. And I'm like, did we need any of this? She's sitting here making googly eyes to a man that's got 2 feet in the grave. I ain't even going to say 1 foot because a man's using CPAP to breathe now. I'm not saying people that use CPAP to breathe are about to be 2 feet in the ground. But if you got ALS, CPAP, and your body's failing, your heart's and you ain't having all this stuff, you got 2 feet in the ground. I'm like, they're sewing Tracy up to get hurt again. She is, and this is what makes me mad, guys. This woman is still suffering from Luke. Okay? She's still hurting from Luke. And the next man you get her is already passing away? I'm getting a headache just thinking about how... Please do some... writers, wrap this up. I don't know. Let him find Gregory, sleep in his chair, never wake up. Poor grandpa, he passed away. He's in heaven. Let's have the wedding. Yay, we can move on. Don't leave me. Subscribers, don't leave me. But I'm sorry. I want to wrap this up and leave. Come on. Meanwhile, Elizabeth goes to see Finn, tells him that Gregory told her that she's overstepping, and he's like, oh, so we're all overstepping. And Finn's like, dang, that's my dad, and I just don't like this. And he's a doctor, and that's his dad, and his dad is dying. So I could get Finn's side. I could get both. I can get Gregory's and Finn's side of this, because I often overstep on my mom, and she gets mad and she steps on my feet with her cane, but I keep doing it because I love her and I just want to care for her, which is what Finn was saying. And Finn tells Elizabeth about his buddy, the doctor that's in the border, the Doctors with Borders, the Borders Without Doctors, something like that, and you know how he talked to him about his dad's ALS and how he misses it because he felt like he was doing something important. And I was like, are we going to get a story with Finn exit? Is Finn going to exit, guys? Are we going to get Silas back or somebody else back? Who are we going to get back? Because where did this all of a sudden come back with the Doctors with Borders, and all of a sudden he's talking about he misses it, and it made him feel like he was worthwhile. And I'm like, is this a little ding ding, a tinkle winkle for us for later to hold on to, that maybe we may be saved from the Finn and Elizabeth situation? But moving along, Elizabeth tells Finn about the Jason visit and how bad it was for Jade. And she feels like she's just making things worse. And Finn understands Jake's feelings when it comes to his father. And asks, how was it for... And then he asked, so how was everything else? And we all know when he asked that, he was asking her, so how was it for you and him? And I'm just like, why didn't you just go out and ask her, so how was the visit for you? Because what does it mean, how was it for anybody else? The only 2 people that it mattered was her and him and Jake. But we know anyway. And I had wrote in highlights, and I'm just staring at his annoying puckers while he's talking. He just starts talking and he goes right into this again. Like a fish. And Liz can no longer accept Jason's vagueness. It's so funny to hear Sam and Elizabeth complain about Jason's vagueness, and they knew he was this way before they had children with him. So please, both of y'all is tired and whack and lame. Both of y'all is. But moving along. Finn relates to this because he talks about his past relationships and all the things that he accepted. I'm like, wait a second. Wait, you talking about Anna? You talking about Anna? You should be happy that you even was able to grace Finola's footsteps, you rat. Things I wouldn't have accepted. I was like, I just thought, what are you talking about? He trying to throw Anna down. Boy, I can't wait for... Let me keep going. And then they mention that they both have something deeper. And Liz says, why would she settle for someone so limited? And I was like, girl, what do you mean settle? Bitch. bitch. You did more than settle. You lied. You covered up. You cheated. You played victim to get into Jason Quartermain's bed sheets. You settled, huh? Okay, Felicia. So that's what we're doing. I guess we forgot that when we were married to Lucky, we slept with Jason. We were married to Lucky, we slept with Jason. But she's settling. I think I always felt like this. And I'm sorry, Elizabeth, Jason, people. I always felt like she was too cuckoo. I never liked Jason was ugh. The Jason Elizabeth thing was just ugh. But I don't like Elizabeth, so ugh. So glad I woke up. And I'm going to get it right this time. I said, yeah, because we can talk about all your other failed ones. Ricky, what was it? Sonny's brother. Then it was Drew, Jason, Drew. And then it was Xander, Franco. I mean, we can keep going, Elizabeth. You got a great line of no goods. And you really think this is it right here. And they both like, yeah, we got it right this time. And I'm really holding in my vomit right now because those two are just, yeah, yeah. But like I said, red herring. Is it a red herring? He mentioned Doctors of Borders and how much he misses it. And I'm like, you thinking about going back? Are we going to get Silas? Are we going to get somebody else? Anybody but this character. And I like the actor, but this character sucks. And that's when Chase in Brooklyn walks in and says, oh my God, we need help saving our wedding. That doesn't really need help because this was another story that was blah, blah, blah and waste of time. I was like, are they just trying to wrap this up? Because why are we caring about this wedding? Finn calls Gregory's doctor because that's basically what they're trying to figure out is if Dad can steal what time he's got. And Doctor's like, dude, you know I can't tell you nothing. And Finn's like, well, the doctor says I can't tell me nothing unless Dad tells us. And you know Gregory wasn't happy about that and told them to stop calling his doctor. I don't blame Gregory. I just think that's so disrespectful. Oh, and the wedding plans for the month. That's all I really wrote down, guys, because I just did not care at all about that whole entire conversation. Aunt Stella and Tracy, Tracy walks up to Aunt Stella having brunch. And Aunt Stella offers some advice to Tracy, and not about Gregory and Pacific, but about handling people that are going through life-changing illnesses, and that they are much more than the terrible thing that's happening to them. And they agreed to a gambling thing of backgammon, and I'm going to look forward to that. And I guess we're going to have an Aunt Stella and Tracy friendship. It's going to be kind of interesting to see those two. Then we're going to head on over to Deception. And this is the last story of the day. Oh, no, it's not. I'm sad. The stables are. But anyway. And Chris goes to see Nina. Tells her she's not okay with what she did to Carly and Drew. I was a little shocked by that. Were y'all guys? I was a little shocked by that. I mean, yeah, I was a little shocked by that. But, and hold on, let me read this the way I wrote it. Christina goes to see Nina and tells her she's not okay with what she did to Carly and Drew, but she better than Ava. That's basically what this is all about. Christina is trying to get Ava to get Nina to come back because she wants Ava gone. And I'm telling myself, you should have been working that angle a long time ago, Christina, darling. And she's like, Dad was happy with you, and he misses you, Nina. And I'm like, does he? Has he told anybody that he misses Nina? You tell y'all that? Is there a secret conversation that I ain't hear? And maybe there's smoke signals of him giving when nobody's looking that he's saying, I miss Nina. He ain't told a soul that. And Christina's leading Nina to get her feelings hurt. Because she going to keep pushing this woman, and she going to run over there and try to break in and get through Frank, and somehow she finds Sonny and Ava in the positions. Anyway. Yeah, but so she talks about how his dad was so happy with her and how he misses Nina, And Nina's like grabbing on it like a starved lion. And Christina mentions, I'm having a baby. I mean, a niece and a nephew. And I'm like, we all know about to happen with this, don't we? Yeah, we all know. We all know. The writing's on the wall with that one. That's why that story's whack. Maxie walks in with Blaze. Oh my gosh. As the new face of deception. And Blaze just walks right past Christina. And I'm saying to myself, I guess Blaze, she's still struggling with this, hey, I'm out thing, guys. But at the same time, this is a job interview. There really is no time for that. And not a job interview, but you're talking to a person that's a major big person in your organization. You're not going to, I mean, she's a new face of deception. You're not going to want to do, I felt her, but let me do this. And Chris is just standing there. Blaze walks right past. When Nina asks Blaze, does she remember Christina? She says, of course I do. And I guess Christina wanted her to swoop her up and kiss her. She leaves not happy. And says, oh yeah, the face of deception. Yeah, I can see it. And then she walks off. And nobody sees that she's angry. But I guess they're like, oh, pregnancy hormones. Me. And this is how I seen this one, guys. We're at work. This is I'm talking to my company's organization. We ain't supposed to be sitting here talking and hugging and yeah, this is my girlfriend. There's no time. It's not time for that. There's a time and a place for that. This is business. Now, could she have, hey, how you doing? I'm like, I can't wait to talk to you later. Something like that. But no, this is business. Business and pleasure are two separate things. And Christina is a little immature and don't see that. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to disagree with me and say, no, love is love. And screw that. She could have grabbed her hand, told her something. Not while she's doing business. She was only there to meet Nina. She didn't know Christina was going to be in there. Christina was, in fact, a shock for her. She did say she could have said, no, I don't know her from nowhere. But she didn't. She said, oh, no, I know her. I do know her. And actually, she says, what did she say? Let me write it down. She says, yes, of course. So I don't understand what Christina was looking for. A come grab my hand. Hi, this is my girlfriend, Nina, and all that. No, that's not the time or day for that, because this is business. Like I said, some people would disagree with me. But if I came in and and I was walking out and my man was walking in when he was with his business people, I'm not gonna get all up front because he's treating me like, hey, okay, hi, yeah, of course I do, and smiling at me and because he's doing his work. Honey, I want you to recognize me and validate me. I'm not gonna do that, but that's me, I guess. I don't know, but I felt like Christina was seeking some validation and she didn't get it. Moving along. Blaze heads out, probably to chase after Christina. And Nina asks, was it Sauce's decision to step down? And, of course, Maxie tells her yes. And Nina wants to send a casual note of congrats to Sonny. And Maxie says why? So he can casually throw it away? Maxie! Of the whole show was this conversation. Oh my gosh. Maxie brings up that Nina said that the marriage was over, and Nina's like, not legally, and Maxie's like, not yet, and then she's Maxie. So she was like asking her, so sending a casual note saying I'm happy is going to make me look desperate. Yes, Nina, you look desperate. The people that's sitting in the 12 seats in the back behind the people with the big hair can see that you look desperate. You're groveling, boo. You're groveling and you look desperate. an heiress, heiress, or whatever you want to call yourself, should not be groveling. You're Nina Reeves. Maxie had to tell her though, honey. And she's like, no, I just miss him and want my marriage back. You're saying all the right things, but it's your tone that's giving you away. You want Sonny back and you're willing to do anything to get him. I'm like, oh, Maxie. And was Maxie not looking cute? Yes, she was. But so was Nina. I love the fit. I love the fits. My girls were looking good. Nina mentions her ace in the hole. And one is she hasn't signed the divorce, which Maxie's like, ugh. And the next is Ava. And she's like, Ava? When she puts her head down, like, oh my God, you're so lost. You about to be seriously disappointed if you are counting on Ava. She is the most selfish person. She has never done anything for anybody but for herself. If it ain't gonna help hers first, then she ain't gonna help you. Maxie's words, not mine. And I'm just like, well, she has kissed your man already, giving him liquor. Is that her plan, to get y'all back together, to get him so drunk that he don't know it's her or you? She slides in the bed, then she slides out, tells him that he's ready. You slide in the bed, he wakes up and she, well, we're here. Okay. Nina says she trusts her to act in her best interest. Maxie's like, girl, you don't even know your best interest. If you have to do a plot to keep your man, he ain't your man, and you ain't gonna keep him. I was like, can we say this louder for the whole world to hear? If you got a plot scheme to get a man, to keep a man, then you ain't gonna keep him, and he ain't your man. And that's vice versa. If you got a plot and scheme to get a woman, she ain't gonna stay, and she ain't your woman. Real talk. Message. Moving along. Where was I at? And then she lets her know, I never liked you being married to Sonny. And she's like, never? She's like, ever. I never thought that you would become one of those women. And I had to ask Maxie, what kind of woman is it? A woman with no respect that's groveling for a man? Is that what you thought she was going to become? Or what? I don't... A Carly? What was she saying with that? I don't know. But, or a Brenda? Nina... The Nina I know was erased by Miss Corinthos. And I miss my Nina. I kind of miss Nina too, though. But I miss all the ladies. They used to be like... Now they're all like, damsels, I need to be saved. The last and most boring storyline of today was the Quartermain Stables. Sasha goes to see and work with Cody. She got her last paycheck and she's looking for a new purpose. And that's cleaning up horse poop and sweeping up hay. That's her new purpose. Our girl left Deception to find herself in horse poop and hay. This is what they chose for us to watch. Is her fine ass cleaning up horse poop and hay. This is not daytime love, baby. What are y'all doing? This woman's supposed to be... Is she rich? What is she... I don't want to see nobody doing regular life jobs. I want to see fantasy. Give me fantasy. This is the first time I got to say, what were y'all thinking? I know we getting mad. I'm not mad. I ain't mad, to be honest. I am not mad. You know why I ain't mad? Because they got to work through the storyline. They got to work it out and get through it. They can't just drop the storyline. That would be crazy. So they got to work it out and then close it out. I'm going to be patient. We got, let's give them some months, guys. Give them at least another month, okay? Because some of these storylines got to go. This one really got to go. And she asks, what's the worst that can happen? And I was like, we have to watch this crap. Yes, I wrote that in highlights. She has horse experience. Actually, Sasha has actual horse experience. She's rode a horse. She's brushed and brushed a horse up. So she does have some experience. And they talk about Cody coming clean to Mac, which we know that's not going to happen. And it'd be nice if if Sasha and Cody could take a trip to Serenity and stay there till Mac comes back. But Cody is keeping himself at bay from manhandling Sasha and her lovely bits. That's all I got for them, guys. That's it. Sasha left Deception to clean up horse poop, and hey, that's all I got. You guys have a fabulous night. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's show. Sleep well, guys. You are truly amazing. Please hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah!